Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have set number 77905. This is the LEGO Marvel Black Widow Taskmaster's Ambush set, containing 230 pieces and retailing for $40, at least in the US, where this may only be available exclusively. This was originally supposed to be the San Diego Comic-Con set for 2020. Of course, Comic-Con got canceled, so I kind of had to figure out what to do with this. And they ended up releasing this in the US on Amazon out of the blue on the 29th of October. I purchased it right away, and it came actually the next day on the 30th. This may also be available at Lego.com on November 1st, possibly. The description sort of suggests that, but of course we don't know that for sure. This video is has just released today on November 1st, so it's being recorded the night before, though, so I guess I don't know for sure yet, but if you want this and did not get it on Amazon, I would shop at home right now. But the front art of this looks pretty cool. It's just got cool drawn versions of all the minifigures. Unlike the Wonder Woman set, it doesn't have, basically it doesn't depict the scene that the set builds on the box. It just shows the characters here, but it does look pretty cool. And turning it to the side, we got the same Black Widow. I think it's the same Black Widow art. And the other side just has the Black Widow logo. And turning it around to the back shows you what you actually get inside. It is a slightly nicer box that you can open it up like so. Definitely a very collectible box that I will definitely be keeping. And mine came in a bubble mailer from Amazon, so I was kind of worried it would be damaged, but mine is in perfect shape, though I have seen people get this with smashed up boxes because, unfortunately, Amazon didn't protect them super well. Hopefully, the ones ordered from Shop at Home will be a little bit more protected, but we'll see if it is available at Shop at Home. We have one instruction booklet, which is actually nothing fancy. It's got basically, I believe this is the same exact shot as in the back of the box. Yeah, looks like it. And, inside just shows you how to build them. Yes, I will get right out of the way. The shields and stuff are all stickers, because there is a small sticker sheet. And moving to the back, again, we can see there is nothing special inside these instructions. Just, normal LEGO instructions. And here is a look at the spent sticker sheet for this set. There are a total of 6 stickers, and 2 of them are for the shields, which are really cool. The rest are kind of just normal stickers. Here is the completed build here, and it's a pretty small thing. Visually, it doesn't have a ton of presence. Of course, a lot of the draw is the 3 minifigures, which we will take a close look at shortly. But I did want to quickly just bring in the Wonder Woman one, just so you can see. They are built on the same size base, but the Wonder Woman one has a bit more visual presence just because there is more stuff built up there. Obviously, there's a lot of open space in the Wonder Woman one too, but you do have that whole back wall, which I think kind of helps with the visual presence of it. Of course, you got the figures jumping there, which do kind of help this one a little bit, but the majority of what you get here is still that rover/tank build. If this is anything like the Captain Marvel one, this will actually be based on a vehicle from the movie, but of course we don't know that for sure because Black Widow hasn't come out yet, and it will still be several months before it has. I doubt there are any spoilers, any significant spoilers at least in this set, but there is some stuff that we can be a little bit puzzled about. But anyway, this tank can actually be removed. It kind of is designed to just rest in there pretty easily. This 2x2 brick section here that the wheels are actually attached to will just slot right down into that space and just sit there. And the wheels will not move in the default position, but that's slotted in there. They are able to move when you pull this off separately. You got a little bit of suspension forward and back with the 2 back wheels, and then the front can turn side to side. So, that's kind of cool. Good amount of, suspension, and overall a decent level of detail to this truck. It's not like my favorite tank truck rover thing ever, but it's okay. You do have a spot for Taskmaster 2 sitting there. Some bright orange on the floor when Taskmaster's removed, and the orange is maybe a little bit brighter than it should be, but I don't know. You do have 2 stickers on the front, which I like the Taskmaster one there. That looks pretty good. And then you got 2 stickers just decorating the side of the vehicle with some arrows. You do have this crate in the back, which has one of those printed tiles. Mine is badly offset. I've noticed with quite a few of the ones of these that I've got recently, the red has just not lined up with the center of the buttons very well at all. But inside we have one of these cell phone prints. We also have a black briefcase, and then two of these weird little energy things, maybe some sort of serum or something. I don't know. Not sure how that is significant to the movie at all, but I assume it probably will be, and that's probably the most spoilery thing in this set. If I had to guess. I mean, obviously I have no clue, but you know, we'll have to wait and see when the movie comes out. That is attached via studs with two jumpers in there. Yeah, looks okay. On the back, we've got a bow and arrow for Taskmaster, which is cool, replicating something that we saw in the trailer. And then we have this gas can, which is actually kind of a neat little build. It's just kind of, attached with one of these pieces. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of a neat thing, not something I was really expecting from the set. We have a antenna, which can be angled up and down. We got this shield with Taskmaster's symbol stickered on there. Again, obviously a sticker, which is maybe slightly unfortunate, but it is. I'm glad that we got some sort of representation of it at some point. So I'm happy enough with the fact that it's a sticker. Obviously, it would have been better to get a really awesome shield print, but this is a Comic-Con set that I wouldn't really expect them to introduce too many exclusive things for. And I think having the two exclusive minifigure parts is kind of more than I would have expected. The base here, without the rover, is really nothing special. We have one of the DC superhero pieces to pose one of your figures on. The one on the box is Red Guardian in that area. This thing is kind of ugly without the rover there. So it's kind of just there. And then we do have this transparent clear pole piece to suspend Black Widow up there. And when you put this all in, these slopes and everything will align the wheels just as they are shown on the box, and they will be kind of locked in there pretty perfectly. They're unable to move up and down, and this one kind of can a little bit, but the overall look of that with this all together, I think, is pretty good, and I think it creates a pretty good scene. I would definitely display this, and I will display this. Maybe I might display it with the Wonder Woman one. I don't know. We'll see, but. I'm overall pretty happy with the build here. And while the build is good, I don't think this set would be very good, with just the build by itself. It really needs the exclusive figures to shine here, but the exclusive figures are pretty awesome. We have this really nice version of the white suit Black Widow, which, is kind of a unique and different variant for this character. The legs are the same print used for Yelena in the regular non-SDCC Black Widow set, and they work pretty perfectly, honestly, for this suit. And her hairpiece is the same Black Widow hairpiece that we've seen for a while, as well as the face print. I think this is the Jyn Erso face that they reused for her, I think, starting in Infinity War. But the printing on the front and back of the torso is really good. I'm really happy we finally got this. One thing to note, the description of the set states that Red Guardian is exclusive, while it doesn't state that this white suit version of Black Widow is. So, if that means anything at all, and if it's not just a mistake, then I think that we will probably be getting this figure in some other accessory set or a poly bag like the Captain Marvel one from last year's SDCC set. Maybe that won't happen, but I would be surprised if it doesn't. Though I am a little bit worried that Red Guardian might not, based on the wording of the set, which does state specifically that he is exclusive. But, we should probably look at him. And, like Black Widow, the only thing that is actually exclusive to him is his torso, but his shield is also an exclusive sticker, and that looks pretty good. I mean, for not, if they weren't going to just reprint the shield piece, because obviously you can't put a sticker on that, I think that this is probably the best that they could have done, and, I think that it looks reasonably good, and I don't think it looks terrible by any means. The torso print for him though is obviously the star of the show here, and it looks pretty great, honestly, pretty spot on. Obviously no leg printing or anything, and the one thing that is disappointing is that we did not get his kind of helmet / cowl thing. But and I mean the new Captain America helmet that they introduced in the Endgame sets, recolored in red would probably have worked. Well, dark red would probably have worked pretty well here, maybe a little bit of printing on the side too. But this is a San Diego Comic-Con set, and, you know, they probably could not introduce more new prints than they did. The face that they use, though, is actually pretty good, because it is the Hopper face from the Stranger Things set, which makes sense because the same actor plays Red Guardian. So, yeah, I mean, it's about the best you could ask for, really, there. And the hairpiece, I think, is perfectly suitable for this character. And the last figure that we have here is Taskmaster, and this one is not exclusive at all, by any means, aside from his shield sticker, which, again, is really cool. And they did actually use this same shield piece for the comic version of Taskmaster. They just didn't have a 2x2 round tile on it, and it was just straight printed around the stud, like they've done with this particular shield piece, which I guess I didn't show you this with Red Guardian, but they're both built the same way by just sticking a tile onto one of this type of shield piece. But, yeah, I mean, I think that this is reasonably okay, and I'm happy that we got this shield in some form, at the very least. Obviously, it could have been better if they just reprinted the Captain America shield, but I'm not going to complain too much about this, again, because this is a Comic-Con set. And, you know, they didn't want to be, like, introducing too many new prints. And they probably couldn't. But the torso and face print for this guy are actually pretty decent. In the other set, he comes with a hood like this. This is not included in this set, but, you know, and honestly, I think that he looks just as good without the hood as with the hood. It's a hard character, I think, to translate into Lego form, but, you know, I'm happy enough with the way that this came out. I don't think it's like the greatest Marvel minifigure of all time, but I'm glad that I didn't have to buy the Black Widow set to get this particular character. And Taskmaster is like a really cool character, like in the comics and stuff. I don't know how he's going to be in the movie, but I like Taskmaster as a thing, so I'm glad that I was able to get this variant of him, even if it's not like the greatest minifigure of all time. Overall, yes, this set is a little bit small for $40, but I honestly think that this is, again, a better set than the regular Black Widow set. I mean, that one's probably, like, that one is $10 cheaper, but I think the figure selection in this one is a little bit better. Like, nothing against Yelena. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie yet, so maybe she will be a really awesome character, and I will want to get the other set. But I just think Red Guardian is a little bit cooler. I kind of wish that they had put Red Guardian in the regular set and, you know, given him a new shield print, and then put Yelena in this one instead. But, you know, I mean, Yelena probably would have made this set a little bit less desirable. But, I mean, overall, I'm happy that we've gotten this. I'm happy that I was able to get it, because I would have been kind of sad if the only Red Guardian minifigure ever was in a Comic-Con set that I couldn't get. But again, that's kind of how it is for people in the rest of the world that aren't in the U.S. And honestly, even probably a lot of people in the U.S. as well, if this doesn't get released on Shop at Home. So, the whole thing around the set is kind of a little bit interesting, but, I mean, I'm happy that I got it. I would pay $40 for it again. It's probably a little bit pricey, but if you want either of these exclusive minifigures, which, again, might not stay exclusive forever. We'll see about that. But I think these particular versions of the shields probably will stay exclusive, which is fine, because, you know, they're good enough to be passable, but not the greatest shield prints ever, though. I really like the design of Taskmaster, so I'm glad that we got a shield. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. Compared to the Wonder Woman one, definitely has way more desirable figures. The build is probably a bit less interesting, though. Compared to Bespin Duel, this loses completely. Compared to the Nebula and B, this one definitely would win. And obviously, for figure collectors, this is the one that you want. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little review. Let me know if you guys were lucky enough to get one of these. And I guess we'll see tomorrow. Maybe I'll put it in a pinned comment if they are available at Shop at Home. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little review. See you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.